Hello all, welcome to the channel and welcome to the course on Android Studio development. Today we are going to discuss about how to edit the XML file. So let's say we want this type of look, right? So how to create this look? Let us understand deep by deep. So first of all, I will just what I will do is delete this XML file which is already being created, right? Now I will do what? Click the layout right click button in the res folder, right, and create new layout resource file, right. Then name the file as activity main.xml, right, and select linear layout in place of relative layout. So we will select relative layout. So there are basically three types of layout: relative layout, linear layout, and constant layout. So we are only going to discuss about linear and relative. So in this video I will show you how to create a relative layout. So as the name suggests, layout relative, right. So it's being relative to one another. So it has been created. Now you, as you can see here, it is a white image, right. So we have to create the attributes for the same, right. So let us see how we will do that one by one, right. So let me minimize the window. Now you can see clearly, right. Now let us see. First of all, we will create a text view, right. So text view, right. Now we will do text view as wrap content and height as wrap content. Now in the relative layout, the one thing is most important is the creation of ID, right. So we will create ID. So ID, right, ID, and we will let's say name et name, right. ID name is et name, right. Now what we will do is we will create the margin for the layout, right, text view layout. So margin top margin we will create as 20 dp. So dp is what is known as density pixel, right. So it is a kind of size format which will be used in the margin, right. Then we will take margin left margin as 15 dp, right, 15 dp. Then we will create margin right we will create as 15 dp, right. Now what we'll be doing is create the center. Okay, padding, most important is the padding. So padding means it is highlighting the text, so it is set to 6 dp, right, padding. And now the main task is to create the text. What is the text? So text is hello world, right, hello world. So we will see the hello world text as displayed on the left corner as we have set the margin accordingly, right. And we will close the tag. Now what will be do is we will create an image view, right, image view, and match wrap content and height as wrap content. Create the id as image logo. And I have already been imported a logo of Avengers in the drawable folder, right, avengers.png. So what will we do is with the help of the tag src tag, we will create image drawable Avengers, right, this folder. So you can see we have to got the Avengers logo. Now with the help of the mouse button, we will resize the logo and put it to center, right. So what will we do is we will margin left by 30 dp, right. As you can see the preview, we have set the image to the center of the picture, right. Now what will we do is padding again set to 6 dp, right. And now what will we do is we will use the text view and come again to the text view and type a below command, and below command says the id below image, image logo. So the hello world shift to the Avengers logo below. Now what we will do is we will edit the text view to edit text, right? Because we want to be, and this text button replaces with hint button, basically hint button, and we will create hint as enter your mobile number, right? Enter your mobile number, right? This will create up a hint. Now see what we will going to do next. Now we will create an edit text again, right? Edit text again with the wrap content and wrap content height. We will create the id as et password, right? And now what we will do is we will create the hint as enter your password, right? Simple. Now we will what will we do is to be sure for the password, right? We are creating for the password, so it should be *1, right? It should not show the numbers. We will be done, right? So for that, what we will be going to do next, but before that let me see one result. We will see the margin. Just wait a moment. Margin left set to 20 dp, right? And use the below tag as id et name, right? So it will move downwards, right? And for that, let's say top margin we will remove from the edit text, right? Top margin should be removed, right? This one. Okay, so now what will we have is Avengers. Now what we want is a button, right? So what will we do? We will create the button attribute button, right? And take as match parent and wrap content, right? Button will be created. Now what will we do? We will be creating the text color, button color, right? To background, basically. So we are changing the background by the background attribute. Type background and it will automatically hover up the pop-up background, in which we will choose the color purple, right? And purple color button forms, right? Now the next part is to show the button below the id. Which id? Below the et password id, right? So it is a login button, so below the id et pass, right? So now it will show up the button. Now the most important thing is to check the margin of the button. So margin left would be 20 dp. Similarly margin right 20 dp, right? And the second one is margin top, let's say 15 dp, right? Now enter the text. Text should be log in, right? The login button, and it should be white. So what will we do? Color the text color attribute. text color Text color should be color white. So that would be, usually what we'll be doing is we will refer the color as the hex code. So if you have a confusion, then just hover of the button and type hex code for Android color, right? And you will hover up to the website hex code color, right? And this website shows you the different hex code, right? For example, we will try a shorten bit. So let's wait for the website to open, right? So it is a muesli color website. So as you can see, there are a lot of colors and their hex code are present, right? So just wait, this is the wrong website. I think it should be Android design color chart, right? So this should be the correct website. So as you can see, there are different hex color codes like star A46C639, right? And there are lots of colors. So if we suppose back to the Android Studio, if we type suppose button color instead of color white, if we type hex star hash FFFF, right? FFF FFFF, right? So it will show up the color as white. So this is the code for color. We would usually prefer to use the color tag. So what will be do? We will be doing the color, text color and white, color white, right? So it will show up the color. So what we'll be doing is we are just checking the values folder, and here is a file called colors.xml, right? If you open up the colors, then we can easily see up the hex code, right? For purple it is hash ff886fc for purple, right? 500 for purple 700 is some different, for teal color, and for white color it is hashtag ffff 6 times, right? So what we'll be doing is we'll be just created a button, right? Button we have created. Now the next part is to uh, close the button tag, right? So we have created a layout. As you can see, it is clearly visible that we have created a smooth layout having the logo, but something is missing, right? I think the Avengers logo, that is the image view. Image view has some more thing to perform. So we have set the layout width and height. So we will be doing is wrap content, and height should be match parent. No, not match parent. It should be wrap content, right? So now it has been set, right? Just try to small up the logo, right? And also, so let me put the command Z. Okay, now it is beautiful, all set. So what we'll be doing is for the edit text for the name, I think we have created a lot of top margin, right? So for that, we will be needing a top margin below the layout. So top margin top 15 dp, let's say, right? And for the left and right margin, it should be 20 dp, right? So in this video, we have discussed how to create a layout for the login page button. Now there should be also two underlined text as forget password and register yourself. So you can also create that according to the text view. In the text view attribute, you can create the same as well, right? So I'm not showing it briefly, but you can create with the help of the text view similar to what we have done with the edit text button, right? So let's run the program and see what we have created is fully functional or not on the app. So for that, make sure that whenever the main activity.kt file should also mention to activity main, right? Which is the activity main.xml, right? Now we will go to the build button, build to next run app, which is command R, right? And put the command R button, right? So now it is showing Gradle build running. So now we will do on the running devices. Now you can easily show that it is a runnable app. We have the button as mobile number and we have the password as well. Now somebody may ask that sometimes it also happens that we want a specific mobile number uh, screen to be shown on. So let's make for a challenge for everybody. Let's search on the internet and try to find out what is the exact tag for if we want to display the only mobile number numeric pad on the screen while entering on the entering mobile number screen, right? So just check out the uh, list and just try to check out the internet for the same details. So thank you so much and have a nice day. Thank you.